Bonjour! I am the Mighty Plantain, and I think I'm greeting you properly in French because, as far as I know, Biere de Provence, I believe that's French. It's a saison from Dogfish Head. It's brewed with lavender, marjoram, and bay leaves. So we've got a spiced out beer to check out today. So we'll go ahead and get that started. I think I've covered all the basics. I'm going to pop this open. Thanks so much for tuning in to this review. And while I'm pouring this out, make sure to hit me up down below with a like and a share, and click on that subscribe button. That way you'll get a notification every time I post a new beer review. Hopefully it's taken some of the mystery out of your beer cooler in your local store. At the very least, you're getting some entertainment value out of these. Wow, that is a very, very clear beer. There is no cloudiness whatsoever to it. Mildly effervescent. Maybe a hint of amber in that color. Honey colored, actually. I think I'd characterize this as honey colored with a touch of amber. Very, very mildly effervescent. Had some trouble putting a head on it, which I still struggle with, even though I think I've gotten better, but either that or this one just didn't want to kick really well for me. Definitely getting some herbal notes. I think the bay leaves are probably the only thing that I'd be able to identify just on smell alone. Of a bitter, peppery, spicy smell overall. Definitely picking up hints of those bay leaves. That is an interesting taste. It's very light. Very, very light mouthfeel. Very smooth up front. It gets a little harsher on the back end though. Up front I'm just getting that general spiciness, like you're eating a spicy dish. Maybe like an exotic chicken with exotic spices on it. Not getting any sort of chicken flavor, but I'm just talking about the spice blend. And that's very, very mild and subdued up front. A lot of floral notes coming through in the finish though, and a heavy, heavy dose of that lavender. Now, I usually really like the Dogfish Head stuff. I think maybe it's just the spices that I'm not used to having on my palate, and the lavender that's actually slightly off-putting for me with this beer. That being said, it's a unique experience that that I would recommend you check out just to see if it's something that you would like. Personally, for me, I actually have to rate this at a 2.5, and that puts it at a 2.5 out of 5. That puts it at an average beer, and honestly, the reason I'm putting it up that high is because I don't particularly care for it. Me personally, it's not exciting me. I'm not enjoying it. The interplay of the spices in the beer are not really pleasing to my palate, and maybe it's just because it's so unusual. Now, that being said, it is, pardon me, a unique experience. So I'm not really ready to rate it below average because I don't hate it. I just don't find it very pleasing. The fact that it's a unique experience means for me that I'm not disappointed. I'm not regretting trying it, but it's certainly not something that I'm actually going to go out and buy again, which is a weird thing for me to say about a Dogfish Head beer. Normally, I would pick one of these up and it's something that I would drink anytime. This particular beer, though, I don't believe I'll be buying again. Just personally for me, it's not very pleasing, but I am glad I tried it because it was a unique taste experience and not something that I think I'm going to find in another beer again. So that's just my opinion. Hit me up down in the email link or the comments down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'll also throw a quick user poll up here. You'll be able to rate the beer 1 to 5. I only get 5 choices through the YouTube user polls, so I won't be able to give you the half rating options. But definitely let me know what you think, and I'd like to know how I calibrate with my audience. And until next time, folks, thanks for watching. Cheers. A little while back, we did a bit of a comparison with the Not Your Father's Hard Root Beer review.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for the beer, man. So, highly recommended by you. The Extreme Beer Fest this weekend. We'll be able to get a hold of, I believe it's the American